What's going on, guys? It's Apollo Athletics, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about what I've learned preparing for a bodybuilding competition. I don't think I've told you guys, but I am preparing for a bodybuilding competition. I've been preparing ever since like July or June or so, back when I made that video about me gaining, I believe it was 20 pounds of muscle in 6 months or so. I've been preparing for it ever since then in hopes of cutting it down. It was one experiment in bulking and cutting, which I'll talk about later on in this video. And it was another, and just like, I wanted to, see how I would compete, how I'd place, and I just miss competing since I haven't really done that too much since I started bodybuilding. So that's something I just wanted to do. So without any further ado, here are 6 things that I learned when, trying to compete in a bodybuilding competition. First thing I learned, or I guess was something I really started to understand, is that bodybuilding is really just all an illusion. It's all about posing and angles. Because, not posing, lighting, angles, I guess posing as well. But it's all about making the illusion that you are stronger and bigger than you actually are. If one person could be significantly more muscular than the other person, yet due to how they pose and how they choose to, and how they're lit up in the set, one person could look significantly bigger than the other person. Not saying that, everyone who looks big is just on really good lighting. Some people are actually just really big, but a lot of it does come down to posing and lighting, and that I really started to notice that when I started to, do some prepping for posing, because I looked at some of my old photos when I was posing, and I didn't really look all that big. But then I started doing some of the cues that some of the coaches I've been talking with have given me some cues, and I look significantly bigger. I look like a complete freak in some photos. Like, I can share them with you right now. Some of them I just look completely crazy. Also, part of this, which is tangentially related, not tangentially, it's very substantially related, is having water on your body, or like tanning, something that'll make your skin shine. Because I came back from the treadmill, came back off the treadmill in this photo right here, and I look like a complete freak. I look like I'm just about to win a bodybuilding competition. Like, that photo was taken 2 weeks before the competition. I'm still 2 weeks out from the competition. By the time I upload this video, I might be like 1 week out. Maybe it's actually finished. Yeah, 2 weeks out from the competition, and this is what I look like. I look kind of crazy, and a lot of it is because I was sweating kind of like a pig, because I was doing some cardio, which I'll talk about later on in this video. But yeah, I was doing a lot of cardio. I sweated all throughout my face, all throughout my chest, all throughout, as you can see, that my stomach, and then my abs started glistening like crazy. So I took a picture of it, and I look like a freak. So, posing, lighting, tanning, that sort of stuff makes a massive difference. The second one, which is tangentially related, is flexing changes everything. When I first started working out, or when I first started cutting, sorry, I didn't really notice a difference. I just noticed I was being kind of like deflated, like a balloon. I was deflating the air in my muscles. And then I thought I wasn't doing it properly or something. But then I started flexing in the mirror and comparing my flexed photos to when I was more bulked up, my flexed photos, and I realized there is a massive difference between these two pictures. One of them, without flexing, I look way bigger when I'm like more puffed up, but when I do flex and when I'm without a shirt, I just look much better. So I guess this is just like, it might be like kind of common sense if you flex enough, but for me, it was something I didn't really take into account, and it's something I didn't really notice, but it makes a massive difference. Make sure you know how to flex your muscles properly, and make sure you compare. Like, unflexed, you don't really look that much different when you cut. From my experience, you don't look that much different, but when you start flexing, you start to notice the really deep ridges in your abs, the striations in your shoulders and your chest. It looks very much different. The third thing here is that bulking and cutting does seem to actually work. Like, I know there's like this whole debate in the fitness industry about bulking and cutting and main gaining. I feel like you can main gain for your first year and a half or something, but once you start getting pretty advanced, like I've been training for 4 years now, and I only started bulking, I only won my first bulk when I was 3 years into it. Once you start bulking and cutting, you can gain a lot of muscle, and you get to, and if you cut properly, you can retain a lot of that muscle much better. Like in this photo, I guess I'm like, there's water on my stomach because I'm sweating and whatnot, but even just if you look at my chest and my shoulders and my arms specifically, they are much bigger in the second photo than they are in the first photo. The first photo was at the beginning of the year when I first made this YouTube channel, it was when I was 175 or so pounds. And the second photo here, I'm 165 pounds. I took that photo last night, October 15th of 2022, last night, which is for me last night. I'm recording this on October 16th in the afternoon. I look significantly bigger in the second photo, even beyond just like looking leaner. I actually, like, my muscles look bigger, my arms, my shoulders, my chest, it just looks much more defined. And obviously, you know, it's like 9 months later, right? So it's possible that I would have gained that muscle regardless, but I was plateauing for a while. I was basically around that size for the past 6 months. I hadn't really grown any muscle in the past 6 months when I took that photo. So the cut went really well. The bulking and cutting does seem to work to some degree for more advanced athletes. I wouldn't say I'm like advanced. I'm still like in like the intermediary advanced sort of area when it comes to at least hypertrophy. So, you know, if you've been training for a long time and if you haven't gone on a serious bulk yet, like my bulk, I went up to 205 pounds, whereas before the bulk I was 175 pounds. So I gained about, 30 pounds of muscle, 30 pounds of, that wasn't all muscle, but 30 pounds in general. Try and go on like a big bulk like that and cut down and see what happens, and you may be surprised with the results. The fourth thing I noticed here is just like science, I guess, but like protein is really OP. Protein, it's like, I don't know, it's like the best macronutrient. You feel more satiated when you eat protein, and it retains your muscles better when you're cutting, when you eat protein. So there's just no downside to having more protein. I think the recommendation is 1 pound per pound of body weight, 1 gram per pound of body weight, sorry, which is like, whatever that is in kilograms. I'm sorry. Yeah, just eat a lot of protein if you work out in general. I think honestly, just like as for like anyone, just eat a lot of protein. But especially if you work out, make sure you eat a lot of protein and eat more and more protein. And protein saves your life. And eat more protein. Okay, so the fourth thing I've noticed here is that micro eating helps me a lot. When I eat 6 meals a day, like 5 meals a day, I never really ate 6 meals, right? 5 meals a day, but they're really small. It very much assuages my hunger more than if I were to eat 3 meals a day that were slightly bigger, because I think it's a psychological thing. Part of the reason I get hungry is because my brain is telling me I'm hungry, and part of the reason my brain is telling me I'm hungry is because I haven't eaten in a while. When I do eat a little bit, my brain thinks, okay, you ate, so you're not hungry. Despite the fact that, you know, the calories were small, my brain just thinks, oh, food went inside, that means no more hunger. Like I can pretty much, I don't know if I can maintain this level of body fat, but I can maintain like a little bit higher levels of body fat, like maybe like, I don't know, what percentage am I at now? Maybe at like, I don't know, maybe at like 8% body fat right now. I could probably maintain like 9 or 10% body fat naturally year round if I really wanted to. I probably won't, but I could do that if I really want to, if I just, you know, manage my hunger in the most this way that I found to be really effective. I'm not sure if this is gonna help you. I'm not sure if this helps anyone else who's watching the video. Maybe it'll just inflame your hunger. That's very possible. If you just do this micro eating stuff, it might just inflame your hunger because you're sort of, not to be crude here, but you're sort of giving yourself blue balls to where you want to feel satisfied, but you can't feel satisfied. That does kind of happen with me, but I think in the long run, it helps more so. But yeah, you kind of give yourself blue balls and where you want to eat more and more. You want to feel more, you want to feel satisfied, you want to feel satiated when you eat, but you can't. So it might make it worse for some people. But for me, that wasn't the case. And the last thing, number 6, I believe this is, cardio is very good. Like it helped me a lot, I think. Now, not only is it really nice to see your heart rate go down, because like I bought a smartwatch, so my heart rate is being monitored all the time. So I've seen my heart rate go from like 62 beats per minute when I first started working out, when I first got this watch, to now I think it's like 50. At one point it was even like 49, so I'm getting into like the athlete level of body rate and heart rate. When you get to lower body fat percentages, I don't know if this really helps when you're at high body fat percentages, but when you get to lower body fat percentages, your calories start to matter a lot more. So if you do cardio, you'll be able to eat like a little bit more, and that little bit more that you can eat is pretty substantial. So cardio for me has made quite a big difference. It has helped me lose weight, to help me you know, keep my mental sanity when I'm like just throughout the day. And it doesn't have to be like intense cardio. You can do, I do like sort of moderate cardio. Maybe this is like sort of a hack, because I can do moderate cardio and then I'll lose like 300 calories in the walk, like the brisk walk, like light jog sort of thing. 30 calories and like 300 calories in about 30 minutes. And then there's like the whole afterburn thing. I don't know if this is actually scientifically valid. Don't take this too seriously, but I feel like an afterburn after, because I sweated a lot and I'm really tired. So there's gonna be some kind of an afterburn. But it's also moderate enough to where I can just burn calories in the middle of the workout, because that's like the sort of argument for high intensity cardio, is that you have a huge afterburn effect afterwards, and that may, this is the debate anyways, that may end up resulting in more calories lost overnight. Whereas if you do low intensity cardio, you lose a lot of calories during the workout, but there's no afterburn effect, so you don't really lose any calories. You don't lose a significant amount of calories after the fact. But I'm doing moderate intensity, so I feel like I'm getting the best of both worlds, where I lose a lot of calories during the workout and I lose a lot of calories after the workout. Or so this is what it feels like to me. I don't know if this is scientifically valid. That's just what it feels like to me. That's what I'm gonna say, and I feel like it's helped me a lot. I don't feel like it's helped me a lot, actually. It actually definitely has helped me a lot. So that's everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys found this useful. Wish me luck in my competition. This is my very first bodybuilding competition. I really hope I do well. I still gotta like shave and like get tested. It's a WNBF competition, so it's gonna be a natural bodybuilding competition, because I'm a natural athlete. Some people have, not too many people, but some people have like asked if I'm on roids. Some people have accused me of being on roids in videos. So I mean, I guess it's a compliment, but yeah. It's happening on October 29th. Wish me luck. Hopefully I do really good. That's it for the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Horace is here. Who lives in the pineapple under the sea?